What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Last you seen, I was doing a little catch up, update with everything. You guys saw that I got the wheels, got them around, got them on the axles finally. Today we're going to be trying to break down, taking the leaf springs off, taking the sway bars off. Don't know about taking the steering stuff off yet. I don't know if I have the exact sizes to get that stuff off. I know we will be taking the shocks off, and we will be getting all the brackets and everything off. I ain't gonna worry about the brakes and stuff right yet. Basically, I want to get all this stuff off so it's as easy as possible to get in the garage, being that the S10 is very not mobile, but it's still mobile, but it's not exactly the way it should be. So right now we're working on trying to get the leaf springs off. Whew. Trying to get the leaf springs off and stuff. That way I can start cleaning them up and getting them around. And man, mosquitoes are eating me alive. So I'm going to try to get this done as quick as possible. Remember, be safe, because it is dangerous. But alright guys, I'll catch up with you after I probably get the driver's side, or the front I should say, the front leaf springs off. Alright, so I think I found out a new way of doing this. I've been putting in a little bit of work on the axles here lately. Not very much to be noticeable. I went ahead and got all this smoothened out, got all the random, roughness pieces that they have along the lining of the casing there, as well as the top of that. I got that all smoothed out to where all I have is the bolt hole for the brakes. And I am going to get the axles all smoothed down to bare metal, get them all cleaned up, get all this, patched rust off, and then I'm actually going to get a set of fenders for the S10. They're pristine. The insides are cut out though because they came off a race truck. Does have a fender exit. There's a story to tell on that, and the reason why I'm okay with getting these fenders, which you guys probably already have an idea, but I'm keeping it a secret. So anyway, the reason why I'm doing that, so I can get the fenders for the S10, get the hood back on the S10, get the S10 out of the garage, and get these boys, girls, whatever you want to call these things, in the garage, so I can start, I can take the wheels off, get the calipers off, get the rotors off, get them all cleaned up. That way my lockouts also don't rust. Also, so I can get it all cleaned up, get the axle painted black, get the front steering components back on, and get the front end tore off of that. And that's also going to make it easier to where I could pull Darlene right up to here, slide the front axle underneath her, and get the front end put in right here in front of the garage door. Yeah, it's going to probably block that garage door for a little bit, but the S10, literally the only thing it is lacking is a fuel cell, fuel lines, and wiring. Other than that, it is drivable. Yeah, it needs a different set of wheels and tires put on, because right now it's got full size with spacers and adapters to put on there, but right now, that's the only thing it's lacking is wiring, a fuel cell, and fuel lines. That's literally all it's lacking. And a battery mount, like to put batteries on. But other than that, I can put the battery in the bed if I have to. So what I basically came up with is that I'm going to do every day. I'm going to film every day and put it all in one video on these axles. Because not every day am I going to be working on these axles is the problem. I got my daughter I got to take care of. I work 6 days a week, 7 days a week. Plus, I really need to take away some scrap, get rid of some stuff. I know my buddy Belcher wants the floor out of that bed. I got 2 fenders over there that need to go scrap. This needs to go scrap. I got a bunch of Dodge parts. So, yeah. So basically, today, I'm going to finish grinding down some areas on the axles. I'm going to film a little bit of that. Other than that, it's going to be, I got to go to Belcher's and get fenders tonight to go on my S10, that way I can get the hood on. And I don't know what I'm going to do about wheels. I'll figure that one out, I guess. But that's where I'm stuck at right now, is finding wheels for the S10. Alright, so we got the axle tubes all ground down, all nice and smooth. No texture or nothing on them now. So go ahead and get started with the front now. The rear is completely done. So now it's time to get started with the front. Ignore the black paint that's been sprayed on it. That's all coming off. So it's going to get some glossy black put on it with some nice clear. So I keep saying so, but for right now I'm going to go ahead and finish the rear end and then get the rear leaves done. That way I can get this rear end up underneath her. Then I'll start on the front, and then that's when she's going to get moved over here. So it's a few days later. I've actually gotten hardly anything done on the axles. I got the rear axle put over there, and I got the driver axle put up over here. Literally all I have to do is just roll up Darlene, jack her up somewhere about right in here somewhere to get it all ready to set in and go. I got the front driver axle completely cleaned up. It's ready for primer. The rear axle is ready for primer. And then once I get, kind of having to buy tools as we go because I need blocks. They could be wood blocks probably, but I gotta get the axles up on blocks to get the wheels off, to get all the brake stuff off. Everybody's telling me to wait to do all the brakes and stuff after it's in the truck, but part of me kind of wants to get it all done before it's in the truck, but I'm not exactly sure. I know it probably needs new calipers. They probably need new rotors. I know the front needs lockouts. That's all I know really about the front that it needs. The rear, it seems fine. The brakes seem to be fine on the rear. They just, I want to get everything cleaned up and looking good. So there's nothing really I could do today. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll try to buy a can of primer tomorrow and to get these axles sprayed in primer, and then maybe I might get some black paint ready. And then I already had the blue because I still have all the paint left from when I painted her, so I'll be able to get all the axles and the leaves and everything. I'll be able to get it done probably this weekend. I'm off Monday for 4th of July, so I should be able to get a little bit done this weekend. So let's hope on that. Alright, so I don't think anybody's realizing how big this truck really is. I can't get anybody out here to help me put these axles in underneath this truck. But with the truck sitting 22 inches high off the freaking jack, the wheels and tires still will not fit underneath the truck. And I can't get the truck high enough to get the leaves undone, because when I get the leaves undone, when I let the jack out, it sags the rear end all the way to the ground. And I can't get the leaves out until I get the rear end off the ground, which I cannot do because when I let the jack out, it sags the rear end to the ground. So that's where I'm running into right now. Can't get the truck high enough to get the rear end underneath it, and then I'll do the front end, but I'm running into some difficulties here, so it's pretty interesting. So you see that? You know what that means? We're one step further to getting this axle finally, the rear axle anyway, in the truck. They give me an idea how tall this truck's gonna sit. I honestly think it's probably gonna sit about that high, meaning it's gonna sit about this high. So Darlene's gonna be a big girl. Anyway, so we got the stock axle out finally. We're getting ready to put the Sterling 1410 in, and then I will start focusing on getting the front tore out. She's gonna sit kind of weird for a little bit, but she's gonna look good. We're gonna get ready to roll. We're gonna roll that axle out of the way, put the Sterling underneath, start doing some measurements, getting everything lined up, and I'm gonna get some stuff cut out of there, get some stuff taken out, get some stuff ready to be powder coated, get the leaves all cleaned up, get everything ready to be painted and powder coated. Once I get the rear end in, then I'll start worrying about the brakes and stuff on it. And then once I get the front end in, I'll start worrying about the brakes and stuff on it as well. But taking slow steps, day by day. Today is Sunday. Tomorrow's 4th of July. We're going to enjoy some 4th of July tomorrow. I'll throw a little bit of collage of some 4th of July fireworks in this somewhere. So far, it's kind of been a week video now. So, here we go. So, we're in this about 2 weeks now. Still the same video. 2 2 weeks into the same video. A lot has happened in this one video that I'm just gonna combine all together, because I'm not gonna make a bunch of videos because it gets boring. Anyway, guys, so we got the axles all ground down, cleaned up, and Darlene looks a bit different, don't she? Does she look different? Yeah, she looks a lot different. Anyway, so in the process of the 2 weeks, I got the axles all ground down, flapper wheeled, all cleaned up, down to bare metal. I got the axles painted. Rattle can. Because I'm cheap ass. No. Rattle can, the axles. Got what I wanted painted blue. Can't see it because GoPros suck. But the shock mounts painted blue, blocks are blue, leaf mounts are blue, and then let's go around to the front. The Starling 10.5 was kind of a bit of an ass to go in. It wasn't too bad after we got centered up. It rolled right in. And then on the front, I just now got the axle level, or I got the truck level, because, you know, I'm on like gravel, dirt, and yeah, it wasn't level for the longest time. Anyway, guys, so Casey's stepdad Wayne and her brothers and stuff have been extremely big help on this truck, on the front end, getting the front all cut up and stuff, getting some stuff whacked off of it, and getting the whole front differential out of it. Me and Wayne worked from Saturday 9 o'clock till 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon, non-stop. We did not stop, and we didn't get the front bolted in, but we got it 90% ready to go in. All I gotta do is just build hangers off of the 2x4 square tubing that's running across the front down to the front leaves, and then build hangers for the back and get shackles for it. For steering, well, I noticed that the track bar is not going to work. As you can see, it is hitting my steer bar, but I did some research. I can run a 90s model F250 drop pitment arm to the steer bar, but I have to get rid of the track bar and run an aftermarket track bar, I'm guessing. And then once the axle is in, it's all brakes, brake lines from here on. But just want to give you guys a reference. I don't know if exactly if this is how this truck's gonna sit. It may be a little bit taller, it may be a little bit lower, but as of right now, the door handle is forehead height right now. She big enough for me anyway. We may go bigger in the future, just to give a idea. I mean, okay, it's not forehead height, it's about chin height. I lied. But she is big enough for me. We got a set of 22 by 14s wrapped with 37-inch Continentals, which I already said that earlier in this video. And I haven't really measured it yet. And I know she's a little bit squatted right now, so I'm really hoping once we drop the front end down, it really sets level. I mean, if not, I'll add a block to the back or something like that. Maybe add a few leaves, maybe something like that. Maybe get a 6-inch lift for it. Maybe go 12 inches. Maybe go 18. Who knows? I might go 20. I'm joking. I'm not going that big. Anyway, I think that's going to end it for this video. I know I really didn't record any of us doing anything. I just kind of updated you guys on the progress throughout the video. But in about 2 weeks time, since the day it broke at the truck pulls to now, I guess. I don't really know where I started off with this until I start editing, and then that will tell me, and then I'm gonna look idiot at this point. But pretty much all next I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be whapping all this off. I will be ordering the stock F250 shock mount, and I will just be bolting it right to the stock, like, you know, kind of a stock location for the shock. But I ain't gonna be doing any of that till I get the lease mounted. But I am gonna go ahead and whap all that off, and then I kind of got a shackle idea, well, shackle hanger idea for the front. I will show you guys that when it comes around to that. I have to get more metal. Just that 4-foot piece of 2x4, $65 just for a piece of 2x4, which really isn't that bad. But if you think about somebody that actually fabricates a lot every day, that's expensive. Like, I feel bad for people that are building stuff constantly or fabricating stuff constantly. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to afford it. I mean, I can't even afford to do this, and I'm doing it. So, I'm broke, okay? I mean, have you seen my shop? The roof is falling in. But anyway, I seen where Lift a Truck Nationals, is a Big Cedar, whatever the hell it's called. Anyway, I seen where they didn't get their renewal to where they could have their show there. I'm really hoping that the show's not canceled for this year, because I really planned on this truck being there with the dent or not. I mean, it's going to be lifted. It's going to be big. This will be the first time me actually having a truck at that show, and that is my plan. So I'm really hoping we hear some good news about that. And, I mean, hit up some friends once this truck's done, once it's lifted. Well, once it's up there and finished. It's already lifted, I guess. But I think I'm going to end it there, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. This video was kind of boring. Just kind of giving you updates as I went. But sorry for the lack of content and my content being shit. But bear with me. Projects take time. But remember, like, comment, subscribe. I really don't give a shit either way, because I'm still building my shit the way I want to. It's still coming together either way. But
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want. The gas in the back of the sun, never leaves. She's so bad, the chair made the bed. The gas in the back of the sun, never leaves. She's so bad, the chair made the bed. The gas in the back of the sun, never leaves. She's so bad, the chair made the bed. The gas in the back of the sun, never leaves. She's so bad, the chair made the bed. I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. But something deep inside